Hi guys, welcome back to Xero with me. We are working our way through our certification, and I think we're on to attaching files. So let's go ahead, share my screen, and we can get right back into it. Again, you guys know that the journey was supposed to be a live journey for me to go with a group of people to help us all become certified at once. But it's just me, and hopefully you are learning on the journey, and we can go ahead and help you get certified. So we're in the section to attach files to transactions. So we're going to be attaching invoices, bills, and other transactions. So attach documents and other files to transactions wherever you see the file icon. Add existing files from the file library or upload new ones to transactions. So we're going to click as is we used to click on these different boxes to give us some information. So click the file icon to attach files like product images or PDFs of original documents to transactions such as invoices or bills. You can also drag files from your computer into transactions. Click the the options icon to include a file with the online invoice. So step one is to click the file icon, and then we get to attach files. And then step two is to click the options icon to include a file with the online invoice. So we can attach files to the invoice and we can include the files to send out bank recs. And it's so interesting when I see bank reconciliations because I'm constantly hearing that Xero does not allow for proper bank reconciliation. So I'm just interested in learning more about this situation. So attach images of receipts to support bank transactions. Click Add Details and select the file icon to attach a file or drag one to the transaction from your computer. So over here is where we would have the file icon again, and to add the details. I would like to. Let me go back here. Let me try. So we have the file uploads, but it looks like over here they are in business doing a new invoice. Sometimes I just like to remove myself out of the way. Looks like invoice. So I didn't do a new invoice. So I'm going to new invoice. Likewise, I should be able to do a new invoice from here. But we have new invoice, we have the preview invoice options, and then I guess that will populate once we start to add information. Because I'm not seeing that here. Let's see. Let's add details to the logo. New invoice. We have the draft. We have the due date, invoice number, reference, branding. But there is that file option here. Am I missing something? You guys, if you're watching along, let me know in the chat. What am I missing? I do not see that file icon. Oh, I see attached files down here. So the file icon may be something that doesn't exist anymore, guys. Maybe this is what we do. We have to scroll down to attach files. All right, so it definitely looks like this is not the most updated training, and it looks like we are onto something because we have our attached files way down here at the bottom. And of course, over here we have this icon, which I like the icon, so I wish it was something that I could find over here, maybe attach files at the bottom and also an icon just because, maybe as you're adding things, you know, you don't see the icon at the top anymore. You may just be able to click it from the bottom, kind of, how those buttons of, back to the top kind of buttons, those kind of things where you have it in multiple locations. So let's take a look and see what else we are supposed to do. So we've already checked out transactions. We've checked out bank reconciliation. So let's take a look at contacts. So we can attach documents like customer and supplier contracts to customer, supplier, and employee contact records. Open a contact and click the file icon to attach a file or drag one from your computer. So what does that look like? So if we were here in contacts, we can possibly find the file icon or we'll see what it looks like today. Let's go back up. What we're going to do is add more details. We're not going to do this at the moment. I would like to quickly close out of here without saving. Is there a way to do that? Maybe just clicking outside of it. Let's see if I just go to contacts. It'll probably save a draft, and I really don't want the draft at all. How do I close this without saving? Okay, I can't figure that out. So let me just go here. They have a video here for customers and contacts. Do I want to watch that right now with you guys? Let's just see if we can finish what the task was before I watch that. So probably not. We're here with customers. Let me just see if I can scroll down and let's try it. Okay, so I'm looking for the file icon. I don't see that, but I do see files here. This must be something. Okay, this is the new way to do it. And this, of course, as I said, this is one of the reasons that I was struggling with having the book because the book is going to be static and the website's going to be dynamic. And so we'll see. But that's how we do it. So the files, we do not have that file icon. Unless once we start to um, maybe tweak this page or edit it, maybe that'll pop up. But right now we have files here, then the ability to select the files. Let's go back to our training and see what we come up with. File library inbox. So select the files checkbox and click add to new. What is this? Select transaction to create with the attached file. When you create a transaction from a file in the inbox, Xero removes it from the library. To keep a copy, to keep a copy, you first need to move it to a folder. Okay, so let's see what we're talking about here. Not in contacts. We're just in the files inbox. And oh, we have to go back to files. So here we are in the inbox. And we have nothing in our files, but if we wanted to, okay, so if we had some files in here in our inbox, we'd be able to upload files, take a photo, add to new, move to, and then delete. So select the files checkbox and click add to new. Select the transaction to create with the attached file. When you create a transaction from the file in the inbox, Xero removes it from the library. keep a copy, you first need to move it to a folder. Okay, so when something's uploaded to the library, Xero keeps it until we move it. And once we move it, then it removes it from the library unless we put it to a folder. And I think that's pretty much it for that. So I don't have any files in here. Let's see what happens if I upload a file. So I'm going to open this background file. All right, so there we go. I uploaded the file, and so now I have those options. And I'm assuming that these things are not allowing me to work with them only because this is the demo company. So we're in a lot. Let's see what's next. Side by side view. So keep documents open when you create a transaction to reduce the risk of entering wrong data. View an attached file beside the invoice, bill, spend, or receive money transactions. So step 1 of 3. Click the file icon and then click the file you want to view. So again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that file icon probably is not going to exist in this demo company. Let's go here. Go to bill. Oh, there goes the file icon. The file icon is here, but it wasn't in invoice. Yeah. Okay, so not everything has changed. So the file icon is in invoice, excuse me, is in bill. So I'm going to click it. Click the file you want to view. And we don't have any files in here at the moment, so this is what it would look like, and then what comes next. If the file shows in a separate dialog box, click the arrow to show it beside the transaction. So this is the arrow that we would click, and then what do we have next? Click the arrow to view the file in a separate dialog box, or once you enter the details in Xero, click X to close the file. Let's go ahead and let's just add from the library. Let's upload a file. Click on the file. It's opening in a dialog box, pop-out box. And what did they tell me to do? The file shows in a separate dialog box. Click the arrow to show it beside the transaction. So let's go ahead and click the arrow, and now we can see it beside the transaction. Neat. Alrighty, guys, it looks like we've made it to our assessment. As you guys know, I take the assessment offline, just trying to be fair as we work through this together. We go through the bulk of it together, then we take our assessments on our own. I want to be very fair to the Xero platform. So I'm going to jump off, take my quick assessment, and Lord willing, I will be back to share my results with you and then move to some hands-on training. Thank you guys for coming to Xero with me. You guys have a great day. Bye now.